Hello, dear friends. This is Kardec Radio at 11 p.m., nourishing our souls with one more Immortal Messages. Immortal Messages is based on the book Psychophonic Instructions. The book Psychophonic Instructions comes to us by several spirits as a compilation of mediumistic meetings and messages that were psychophonically received by Chico Xavier. By psychophonic means they were spoken through Chico Xavier, recorded on a tape recorded, and then Arnaldo Rocha was responsible for the compilation of it all. And after 66 years, we have this beautiful opportunity of sharing with you firsthand this free translation by Kardec Radio's team. Today, the message comes from Emmanuel. This message, believe it or not, was almost like 66 years ago, April 22nd, 1954. It's like these days, 66 years ago, Emmanuel, says Arnaldo Rocha, made use of Chico Xavier, and because the members of the group before the meeting talked about various categories of spiritual entities that communicate with them, the Emmanuel then talks about the theme of the message. So interesting, because the good spirits pay attention to what we're talking about. Isn't that interesting? They pay attention, and like good teachers, they come to address the questions that we have. How often you may be home, at work, and then you have questions, you're talking about certain things with your group of acquaintances or family or friends, and then at some point the questions you've had were addressed by a message that you came across, by a phone call, by a talk that you watched, etc., etc. Showing to us how much we are taken care of. And in our planet Earth, who is not taken care of, right, friends? Welcome, dear friends. Welcome to this moment. This message is titled, Let's Work Loving. Let's read and see the beauty of it all. Okay? My friends, says Emmanuel, let us work with love. In order for the glory of the Spirit to express itself through the brain in the twinkling of thought, the head must conform to the various departments of the physical body. For such reason, it is indispensable that each element of the body be respected in its specific function. The eyes are vision officials of vision. Our ears are sentinels of knowledge. Our nostrils are guardians of smell. The tongue is the sculptress of the word. The heart is the minister of balance. The hands are working artists. The feet are slaves of support. We, however, other co-workers, we have, however, other co-workers in humbler activities. The epidermis is a protective mantle. The lungs are respiratory tubes for the assurance of existence. The stomach is the alembic of digestion. The liver is a vital energy condenser. The spleen is a blood generator. The pancreas is the excretory of enzyme. The intestines are vessels of technical selection. The kidneys are safe and diligent filters. And the gases are resources for the expulsion of lethal poisons. Everything in the cellular hive of the physical field is perfect solidarity with the specific goals of progress and improvement. Of progress and improvement, friends. Now, a meeting of mediumistic works is equally a symbolic body, requiring that the management considers in its due value all the pieces of its spiritual composition. Angelic spirits are messengers of love. Instructing spirits are emissaries of wisdom. Friendly spirits are jars of healing remedies and calming perfumes. Familiar spirits are blessings of comfort. Suffering spirits are warnings of lack of prevention. Ignorant spirits are challenges to goodwill. Spirits in imbalance are exercises of patience. Spirits crystallized in evil are appeals to the good. Obsessive spirits are fraternal aid opportunities. Necrotic spirits in delinquency, spirits who are crystallized in delinquency or vice, are invitations to prayer. My friends, for charity, everything is great. In the sowing of light, there's no insignificant service. In the work of redemption, there are no despicable tasks. For the eternal laws, the hand of the legislator who makes a decree is venerable as that of the nurse who relieves a wound. Therefore, let us work with love, and may the Lord bless us. Sorry for the confirmation here and there in terms of the words, but Emmanuel is very precise. He comes to us, first the title, Let's Work with Love. When he says let's work with love, of course, he means there are people who don't work with love, right? Do we work with love? Aha, good question, huh? First assessment today. Do we work with love? In general, let us recall, when Spiritism explains to us that work means being useful. So, first of all, do we work? Are we really occupying our time in usefulness? Because sometimes we just I don't know what to do in this quarantine, in the social isolation, so I'm sleeping more just because I don't know what else to do. Wow. Okay, it's okay if you sleep more, but not because we don't know what else to do. Because we need to sleep with consciousness. That's something interesting. Consciousness. At human level, we need to be conscious of what we're doing. And that's the difference between us and animals. They don't know. A dog sleeps, you don't ask, why are you sleeping? Oh, because I'm tired. The dog sleeps. The cat, why are you sleeping again? You slept 14 hours and you're sleeping again, right? But we're no dogs and cats, though they're the cutest, but we're no dogs and cats. We're humans. Why are you sleeping? I don't know. No, we must know. I decided to because we need to put consciousness. When we take a nap, when we eat, why are you eating? I just feel like it. But do you need it? No. Then why are you eating? So this consciousness brings to us a new reality. We're talking about the basics. Because when we get to mediumistic works, this is no longer basics. Though mediumship is a natural phenomenon of life, when we talk about the mediumistic work, we're talking about some of the highest advancements. Spiritist mediumship. That's what I mean. The spiritist practice of mediumship is very advanced. To work on it, we really need to leave this realm of automatism. I do because it's comfortable. I do because I don't know, I like it. People who are in this mode won't do well in mediumistic works because mediumship requires discipline. We need to push ourselves, make efforts, and be more aware of the reasons why we do XYZ things. Now, when we talk about working, being useful, now with love. So Emmanuel is enhancing it. He's saying it's not enough to occupy your time being useful, but you need to be useful with intention and love. Because we can be useful without intention. Like the worm in the soil of the earth. Super useful for the aeration of the soil, but no consciousness, right? The bee making honey, so useful, working so usefully, but no actual consciousness, which is okay for a bee, it's okay for the worm, but at human level, it's not enough to make honey, to aerate the soil. We need to do it with love. That's the extra that you and I are being asked to do everything. Like in this social isolation, it's not enough to isolate ourselves. We need to love what we're going to do inside of our homes. It's not enough to be there and create a mess for people in our lives, and to be desperate and to create chaos for the whole family. We can't be troublemakers any longer, right? So that's why we need to find help. For everybody who asks, oh, it's so difficult for me, find help. Talk to a therapist. Talk to somebody. Because you need to organize how you're feeling to be well there. It's not a given. And we need to pray. Exactly. So they say we can pray to others during quarantine. We hope, right? We hope that that's the minimum we can do. Thank you, Saul, for reminding us of this. So important, and I don't think many people know of it. They're just living this mode. So let me show you something here. I'm gonna draw something quickly to see what we're talking about will require from us a new level. Dr. Eric Byrne, I love his way of putting this structure of our minds. Eric Byrne talked about in transactional analysis, this structure of the ego. The parent, every one of us has a parent, an adult, and a child inside of us. This child here is the one that complicates us when you're not a child. Because when you're a child, it pertains to be the child. But when we're no longer the child, this child just wants to be comfortable, to be loved, to be safe. But then you are the adult, and we're being asked to strengthen the adult. When Emmanuel is asking us to work with love, he's saying, you're no longer expecting to be loved, but you and I are being invited to give love. And only the adult can do that. The child has the needs and the wants, but it's the adult in us that loves. When Jesus comes, he brings this proposal for the inner adult. When Kardec brings Spiritism, he's bringing to us this proposal that only the adult can achieve, because we're talking about reasoned faith. We reason our faith. And thus the adult is strong. So what does the adult do? Work with the facts. I know there is a law, action and reaction. If I sow love, what am I going to reap? Love. If I sow pettiness, what am I going to receive? Reap pettiness. In relationships, we can't be petty, calculating minute details. Oh, I'm going to do the laundry, but then next time it's your turn. As if we are children, because children are like this. My turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. Renunciation is not for children. Renunciation is for the adult. And that's why it's so hard for us. Forgiveness is a proposal for the adult in us. Compassion is for the adult in us. So, to work with love, we're being asked to boost the adult, knowing that for everything that we do, there is a sowing, a consequence with it. So, if I sow love, I'm going to reap love. But not in this petty way, 2 + 2 = 4. It's much more complex than that. So Emmanuel is going to say, when we talk about the spirits that come to a mediumistic meeting, we can't forget that when we come to the work of love in a mediumistic meeting, we're talking about a body and several elements that participate in it, like the physical body. So let's glance at the beauty of the physical body first, because that's what he does. The eyes as vision officials, the ears sentinels of knowledge. And for everything that he says, we see the beauty of each body part. So first thing for us is to be grateful to this body. Thank you, body. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, because everything is so precious. Without this instrument, we couldn't be here. We think that we would be discarnated and coming here. No, because it's law of attraction and affinity. We can't go anywhere and everywhere just because. So if we're here now, thank God, because who knows where we're going to be when we discarnate. To be in a meeting like this, it will require more higher frequencies, because this is only done in higher frequencies. This gathering that we have here. Read all of the books and you see it's not a given. In the lower zones, we don't see a spiritist book. You've never heard of libraries of the good in the lower zones, inside the lower zones, in the valley of suicides, in the streets, like when the spirits are wandering around. So it's so precious when we are in touch with this much vibration, knowledge. So gratitude to the body. Thank you. Because you are grounding me to be here. Thank you, dear ears that make me hear sentinels of knowledge. They are, hopefully, they're helping us absorb what Emmanuel is saying. Vision officials, we're capturing the good, seeking the good. He's saying, even the tongue, the sculptress of the word, thank you, dear tongue, for sculpting the good. Huh? How beautiful it is. What an instrument. What an instrument. And the hands, working artists. Thank you. When we're cooking, some people say, I don't know how to cook, but your hands would like to make art in the kitchen. Why not, right? And feet, slaves of support. Look what he says. Feet, slaves of support. So tonight, before you go to bed, take a cream and massage the slaves of support in your life. And treat them kindly, our feet. Because these feet, without them, we couldn't do what we need to do. Slaves of support. And he says here, our skin, a protective mantle. How precious, so adorable. Thank you for protecting me. The lungs, they assure my existence. So I love life. Thank you. Lungs for absorbing this love for life. And then here, stomach, the alembic of digestion, taking care of everything we're taking in terms of nourishment. Thank you, stomach. The liver, vital energy condenser. Vital energy condenser. Loving this liver because it's producing vitality. The spleen, blood generator, and we need it to circulate all the goodness that we need. Pancreas, the excretory of enzymes that need to break down everything that we have put in. Thank you, pancreas. The intestines, vessels of technical selection. So the intestines, thank you for selecting appropriately, for helping me, keeping what I need and eliminating what I don't need. Kidneys, safe and diligent filters. So then we massage your kidneys on your back, right? Which include your adrenals, which are responsible for processing your flight or fright responses, and say thank you for filtering what I need and what I don't need. And even the gases, eliminating lethal poisons. These are Emmanuel's words. Fascinating. So the first part of it all is to love our instruments in this life, the physical body. The second part is understanding that whenever we have these mediumistic meetings, he's saying it's like a body and we need to consider each element. Did you know that there are angelic spirits connected to mediumistic meetings? Often people don't know because they think, really? Angels coming to our meetings? And you think works of the goodness are directed by whom? By us? No. Works of the good only happen when the highest is connected. And mediumistic meetings are so precious. So precious. Angelic spirits are messengers of love. We can't take it for granted. Now, think about the law of association. If I do this work with love, who am I connecting to? With the angels, the angelic spirits. Whether they come and reveal their names or not, they are there. You know, like babies, they are not even aware of their caregivers, but they are there. And it's like that for us. We're there. The angelic spirits are presiding it all, and we don't even know, but they are. Instructing spirits are emissaries of wisdom. They're gonna come and dictate the instructions that we need. The friendly spirits, they come to deliver the remedies, the calming perfumes. See how beautiful a mediumistic meeting is. So many beautiful elements. And people sometimes are afraid, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do it. Because what if only bad spirits come? But you know, a work of the good begins with the good. And if the spirits who are in need are there, they're there like a hospital to be taken care of. A hospital is not defined by the patients, but by the care it can give. Okay? A mediumistic meeting is not defined by the inferior spirits that are being there to receive help. It's defined by the level of vibration coordinated from above. So Emmanuel says to us that familiar spirits will be there as blessings of comfort. Suffering spirits are there as warnings to lack of prevention. Yes, because we bring them. And they're going to be rescued. Ignorant spirits, they challenge our goodwill. Spirits in imbalance are exercises of patience. Spirits that are crystallized in evil are appeals to the good. Obsessive spirits are fraternal aid opportunities. And there are those who are stuck in vices and addictions. They are invitations to prayer. So Emmanuel is teaching us that in a mediumistic meeting, there's a diversity of frequencies, vibrations, and the types of spirits that are there. Look at this picture over here. If you can see it, if you are just listening to this, we're showing a picture of a mediumistic meeting where Chico Xavier is in, and several companions around the table, a tape recorded in the middle, and then the spirit guides around. Here they're just showing the illuminated spirits, but we know that it's very diverse, but it's very organized. So he says, my friends, for charity everything is great. There's no insignificant work in the sowing of light. There are no despicable tasks in the work of redemption. So, for God, the work of a legislator and a nurse is equally important. And at times of coronavirus, this becomes ever more confirmed for us that the work of the nurses are nowadays much more important than any legislator. Because we're talking about many lives that are at the edge and need a nurse. Legislators cannot help immediately. We don't need to wait for a pandemic like this to finally agree with Emmanuel. So he says, let us work with love. Let us work with love. So no matter who we are in this group of work, what role we have, like a physical body, everything matters. Everything has a role. You and I, wherever we are right now, we are needed to pray, to love, to be useful, to sing, like sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong, sing of good things, not bad, sing of happy, not sad. This is our call these days, to sing a song of good things, happy, not sad. When people tell you about statistics, don't believe in them. Believe in God. Believe in you, because statistics don't make life. They are estimations. Believe in God, and for God you remember when Jesus multiplied a few loaves of bread for many people. For the material eyes, nothing would happen. But in God's eyes, there are things that we can't understand that are possible to happen. You and I are being invited to believe in the good, to sing the good, to share the good, and to invest on the good, to work with love. Tonight, Emmanuel is asking us to hold a current of love wherever we are, so we can help the good and angelic spirits on earth shift things around. I know suffering is escalating in the world, but at the same time, we're making hearts more permeable to the good, because we are actually tired of evil. We're tired of ignorance. We're weary of it. And Jesus said, come to me, all of you who are weary. Let's come to Jesus with love as we work with love. Shall we, friends? Let us thank God and thank Jesus for this beautiful opportunity of being together. We thank you, Jesus, for this unity, for the invitation, for the strength. We share the best of our vibrations, hoping that those who are suffering the most receive the multiplication of your love, bringing them the healing that they need. And we visualize our planet Earth being enveloped by vibrations of love and only love. Thank you so much, Master Jesus, for caring for us, for your loving Mother, Mother Mary, for applying onto us, all of us on earth, the beautiful instructions, reminding us that this shall pass, and we can already see rays of light illuminating humanity past this cleansing moment. We thank you, dear Lord of life, for this invitation of this night, and so be it. Love and only love. Let us work with love. A big hug to you, dear friends. Until tomorrow, God willing, here at Cardiac Radio, always, 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 always nourishing our souls together. Thank you.